Been pretty busy the last couple days, fixing equipment, maintaining bookwork, starting the day before sun gets up, ending the day when the sun goes down. Actually, that's all bullshit. These last couple days I've been doing sweet. Actually, I sat, that's a cold wind. After lunch yesterday, I sat down on my couch and I couldn't get back up. And I ended up binge watching 4 hours of Netflix. I never do that. Feeling guilty the whole time, but just kind of staring like a zombie into the TV. I just couldn't get up. So that's what I was up to yesterday. It is the end of February, which means it's time for the Manitoba Beekeepers Association Convention and AGM. And we are bringing guests up from Georgia and North Carolina to some extreme cold. This great big cold blocking high is pushing all this weather just south of us, which is good for us, but it's causing just a tremendous amount of havoc, especially for air travel. So I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to get up here, but if they are, we will give those southerners the full Manitoba winter experience. There's a lot going on within the association. There's a lot of stir. Even though I'm the one with the spoon in his hand. Representing people, in this case representing beekeepers, it's not an easy thing. Well, it's a piece of cake when there is no controversy, but when there's serious issue on the table and division, the challenge is, how do you represent everyone how do you proceed with making decisions? How do you keep everyone together? It almost seems like an impossible feat, because nobody's going to be happy. You make a decision because of consensus, and when that consensus is split, you're going to have one side of the issue pissed off at you, and then the next decision comes down the pipe and it flips. You have the other side of the issue completely and absolutely furious at you. So nobody's happy all at the same time. And trying to hammer decision making out in this type of environment is not an easy feat. So, it's easier just to walk away from it all. But I don't have that kind of mentality. I'm a big believer in associated effort. I'm a big believer in representing ourselves appropriately so we can achieve things, act on issues, move on important points. Like this association, I don't need this association to run my business, right? And I would be just as happy if the association doesn't try to involve itself in running my business. But with my business, I deal with neighbors, I deal with public, I deal with the society, I deal with government. And with my neighbors, with the public, with the society, and with the government, I run into trouble. And to be able to deal with those issues, as an individual, I have a lot of trouble being able to achieve that. So this is why we as producers form an association to represent the issues that deal directly with our interactions with society, especially government. We need to have a representing body to be able to protect ourselves in that way, to allow us to do our business the way we need to. All right. So that's why I'm a big believer in associated effort, just to protect ourselves from society and to protect ourselves from government. And we have to remember that as producers, as we're deciding direction, making decisions on the path forward, one way or completely the other way. We have to remember that we need to keep the integrity of these associations together to be able to, first off, have the facility to be able to make the decisions to go one way or the other, right? And just the act of being heard, I think, is the key to keeping everybody together. Everybody has different opinions, different viewpoints, and if we are able to continue conveying those, everybody can make up their own mind in which way to go, one way or the other, regardless of how controversial it is. Just trying to keep everybody together and everybody talking in a civil manner is what leads to a strong association. It's that engagement. That engagement is an infectious energy. It's one of the reasons why I'm still here as chairperson. Through all the turmoil, I'm getting engagement from producers from all sides, and that energy is what drives the case forward. So hopefully at this AGM, things don't go out of control. Hopefully we can conduct our business in an appropriate manner and just try to continue hashing out the situation as we move forward. I'm working on my chairman's report, and I'm on my third draft already. This is one of the hardest reports I've had to make so far, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I could, like I have my report here, I could just read it, but I'm terrible at reading in front of a crowd. I mean, my eyes go blurry and I physically can't see the writing on the papers here. So I think I'm just going to do what I do best and just speak from the heart. But, kind of temper that down and keep it on a business note.